Hey friends, we are heading to the book of Proverbs. All right, so for the last year, I spent with you during these encouragement times in 1st and 2nd Peter, and we moved, kind of paced our way through there, pretty slow, worked our way through, and wrapped that up 2 weeks ago. So now, today, we're going to jump into the book of Proverbs. Now, I actually jumped into the book of Proverbs back in January. I was just looking back through my journal. January 16, Saturday, January 16, 2021, I turned to the book of Proverbs. And so I'll give you a little bit of a window, a little snapshot window into my devotion times. The way I frame my devotion time often enough is I read it, write it, think it, pray it, say it, do it. All right? Those 6 steps. I'll say them again. Read it, write it, think it, pray it, say it, do it. Now I can kind of expand on those a little bit more another time, or you can pull me aside if you see me and I can explain those to you a little bit more. They've been helpful for me because they just kind of engage like all different parts of my brain, and it kind of takes whatever I'm devoting myself to that morning, and it kind of sinks it down into my life a little bit deeper. And so what I do oftentimes, and what I've been doing with the book of Proverbs as well, is I'll write about the text. Okay, so what you may find me doing often enough when I come to these videos is I might just read some of the stuff that I've written down, and then kind of jump off of it. So here's what just the first 6 verses is an introduction to the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 1 through 6. It's kind of an introduction. And as I was reading them, this is what I wrote down. I wrote, "These days that I'm living are not becoming more carefree. They're not getting easier. They're not presenting fewer distractions or decisions, excuse me. Distractions are not diminishing. Emotions are not leveling out. Fears are not fading. The need for clarity, focus, dedication, resolve, courage, confidence, faith has never been more dire in my lifetime. It seems Proverbs is the right place to land." And I think it still does. And because I'm still moving through them, I'm not much further than chapter 1. So you guys will be tailing along with me. Recently, I kind of steered my son towards Proverbs, and I'm thinking, golly, if it's good enough for Josiah, it's good enough for me. My dad used to read the book of Proverbs through every single month. He would read 1 chapter in Proverbs each day over the course of the month. There's 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs. So as I'm reading through these 6 verses, you guys, what I'm noticing is this list of things that I stand to gain, that you and we stand to gain by going through the book of Proverbs together. So listen to this list, okay? It goes like this: wisdom, discipline, the understanding words of insight, a desire, a will to do what is right, to be just, to be fair. Generosity is in there. Knowledge and discretion is in there. Adding to my learning is there. Guidance. And then understanding proverbs and parables and sayings and riddles. Now that's quite a list, right? If you think through each of those things, I'll tell you what, the poorest person on earth, monetarily speaking, the poorest person on earth, if they have even half that list, they are richer than the richest person on earth that has none of those. So I think it would be good if we spend some time in Proverbs. So we'll do just that. That's the first 6 verses. That's kind of just a thought on the first 6 verses. We'll keep going in a couple weeks. Okay, I love you guys. Take care.